We good then? Alright, seems like everything's back up. Just Comcast or Twitch or one of the two derping out for a second. Naturally, as always, I play in Comcast. Now where were we? Although the base premise of the Dragon of a Dead Realm does sound kind of interesting in of itself. Where was I then? Borjigin. Set up truce. Yugra. Set up truce? Set up truce. Everyone truce on everyone, except for this fellow Muzaffarid, who's lost all of his lands. Nothing to do now but wait. You know, I honestly can't say that I've seen too much in, like, dragon stuff from those kind of games. But it could be that I just haven't looked for them. Since, let's face it, I'm not exactly the connoisseur that I was in my teenage years, prowling new grounds. Drunkard gives only a tiny health penalty. Not a big enough health penalty. Ermine cloaks. Fascination discovered. That's everything. That is all the tech from late medieval, high medieval. Dude, look at this. The art for tribal and early medieval and high medieval and late medieval. They've totally changed it up. It's brighter. It's clear. Shows you exactly what to expect. Even this art feels brighter, come to think of it. It's like there was a layer of ash and smoke and everything, and they just rubbed it all away. Oh, see, whether if I was playing a game like that, as a rule, I would try to go for merciful, just because you give me an option to be nice in the game, of course I'm going to take it. Games are all about fantasy after all. The fantasy of being nice and making friends with everybody, and having that niceness and friendship responded to with niceness and friendship. You know, that might seem like a weird concept, but how much of our fiction and our folklore have dragons who take human form or whatever to make half dragons or the human ladies? Today we would call that furry. 20 years ago, we just simply called that Dungeons and Dragons. Truce. Okay, is he trying to subjugate? No subjugation wars. No subjugation wars. I simply do not trust my vassals in India for not subjugating him. Gyarong is not yet expired. Okay, when is truce? Truce with Gyarong. Too much diplomacy. Now this needs to be better. At least with the CK2 way, it was all clear. Everything lined up in one screen. 13-14. August 13-14. Great. That's just next month. Just next month, and then I'll push my new friend's claim on all the Gyarong. Betrothed Prince Tano to Afi. Afi, who is inbred, but it should be okay. It's only a chance of gaining inbred. Oh, and how's my daughter doing? A couple more kids since, but they're all inbred. Inbred, 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 inbred. I don't know where they're finding all this bread from, but they put all of her kids in bread. A fair bit of the gay stuff. Always appreciate that option. Now where's my best friend? Claimant? T-Show was it? T-Show. With a claim on everything. And he's still an infidel, right? He's still an infidel. Nangchos considered evil to us. You know what though? Nangchos is, according to this, the Tibetan flavor of Buddhism. And so maybe if what I'm doing is making one big vassal for the Tibetan region, the current dude is Buddhist, but he is Nepali, he is an outsider, he is Indo-Aryan and not actually Tibet. So maybe I could switch him over, take his stuff away, give it to my new best friend. Oh my goodness, Wither, that sounds incredibly anime. The old, how are you going to take responsibility for this? And who did I lose? Steward! Can't lose Steward. Ugh, but all my stewards are only 19 stewardship at best. Alright, speaking of which, development. How is development right now? How's development developing? Current rival is in the 60s. We are at 62. 62 development. How's Rome? Since Rome is the highest one in the world right now, 69. Alright, catching up. Only 7 away from Rome now. To bear consorts, just like CK2 or 3. Oh yeah, I could see that. The idea that in your horny game, people are only horny because they are some devilkin or whatever else. When people just be horny. Well, most people at least. Of course, those with less of a sex drive or none of a sex drive, but generally, if people want to horny, it's because they're horny. Dragons especially. Dragons are supposed to represent. Dragons don't have to be demons to be horny. Dragon is already that material greed. Like when people say, oh, vampires need to be horny because they represent forbidden sexual urges. No, that's dragons. That's dragons that are about power and conquests. Sun and Champion marrying to Persia, giving us alliance with Persia. Cool. Alright, let me see. Seti Tabo. You and I don't have an alliance. So let's say I take everything from you, won't accept, and upon declination, Nubia and Ramalpede is gonna join. That's okay. That is perfectly okay, because I want to give everything to my new best friend. And I don't think that's too much to ask. And what's our perk? Flatterer, but French gain power. Okay. I just want to get Patriarch. Well, there is that whole weirdness, like especially if it's some sort of American media thing. We just can't escape the puritanical shackles of our origin. Who's this? Effia? Sterile Effia? Let's make you ambitious. 20,000 troops here. Oh no. 10,000? I might be able to take. 20,000? You could take 20,000, surely. Okay, getting bad rolls, but still overpowering them by the sheer force of our pikemen alone. 20,000 against 9,000 and slaughtered 5,000 of them. And who'd I lose? Chancellor? I got chancellors. Alliance invalidated. That's Persia, isn't it? No, that is Arabia? Arabia. But we should have marriage, so alliance. We'll accept. %, 30,000 coming in. I think he's chasing after me. That's fine. He could chase me if he wants. Because I'm going to get the defensive bonus here. So if he wants to sacrifice... Oh, it's getting a bit too close now. But still. And then launching it. Come on, come on. Ooh, that's a big one. And that's not even full war score. 9,000 against 49,001. And that only gives me 11% war score. That's a snapshot. Is there a cap? Only 18% from battles. Dude, come on. Where is my reward? At least because they're men-at-arms, I'm pretty sure they replenish. So at worst, I guess I must on good commanders. Okay, 90%. Maybe then. Go for some easier to walk through lowland areas. And the priority appears to be on hunting me down, so... Okay, 100%. I don't mind taking on the fights, but they're getting a bit too into this. Oh man, poisoning the minds of kids. It was what, just earlier this year? Was it this year? No, last year. Late this time last year even. When I was taking some prereq courses for teaching and having to bus over to university. And this high school boy, little high school boy, so loud, so full of confidence on the bus, talking about like George Soros and cultural Marxists trying to destroy traditional American values. We need to have a purge for George Soros and other people like him. It's like, dude, spending far too long on the internet for one, but that is the future. That is our kids. It's not just old men who are conservatives, but that is just straight up poisoning the minds of the young. And I know for a fact that he's definitely not alone in his beliefs. And that's where the real manipulation of the youth comes in. Conversion, no, but let's have him renounce all the claims he owns. As everything goes to new best friend. Duchies, if only handing out vassals was this easy. Just go through the list, get everything. Not the kingdom. Kingdoms are for me. Okay, that's it. That's all of them. And they just have so many vassals too. They couldn't make this easy for themselves. I mean, I get it, he only had the 2 kingdoms, but surely he could have had like mega dukes or something. Or, speaking of, sudden thought, I could just create the duchies here, and then give him all the duchies and have the other vassals populate under him automatically. But I'm already too invested in clicking. All the fun of CK2 Vice realities. That's what, half so far? Okay, over half. Well, maybe. That's it. That's almost it. Alright, what I missed? Weird fic. Okay, childhood friend. Abducted or chain ganged. I thought she meant that the princess kidnapping one was his first. Break day thing happen? Oh, that one. Alright, I remember now. So... no detrimental effects? You're telling me then that her drugs, the likes of which could kill an army. Don't tell me she consumes a whole lot of it within one day. Is that where this is going? Stacking bonuses, no detriment, and a mountain of them that big. Ah, alright. That's it? That's all of them? Alright. And that is all of his... Who's this? One left. One tiny sliver. Okay, now he's done. And who else betrayed me? Nubia. Nubia, I thought you and I had alliance. What happened? Have I got any younger sons? Grandson, grandson, and grandson, so nope. It's alright, Nubia, just don't do it again. Ramapalid. At least... Oh, I see why. Because whoever was Bihar before... You guys switched out, didn't you? Faction installation again? Faction installation. The killers of all alliances. Just get out. Get out and don't do it again. Nana so-and-so is going to lose all of his claims. And so everyone else will kick out afterwards. Deacon, meanwhile, has truce. Muzaffarid, no truce. Alright. Oh, but they're only down to 2 more areas. I was gonna destroy their empire, but... You know what, I still will. Conquer County, and then he'll have nothing left inside the de jure Arabia. Empire thereof. High stress facilitates faster skill leveling. Someone plotting against me. That seems perhaps a bit too big brain for me. Weaponizing the stress to facilitate better skill gains. Plotting to kill me. How much you want to bet that this guy dies? November? Hold on. Okay, son of a spy master, just lacking in stewards. And win. And now he's at... Oh, he's not at peace. So, he's just gonna lose out on everything anyway, regardless. Bloodfather, no. Where is my dude over here? And who are you losing to? Musa's claim on Arabia? Who's Musa? Ibrahim Mahid out of the way, with claims and claims. Alright, might as well get you started then. Give you some land. And put you under... I just had a thought. Now that he, whose claim is being pushed in this big war, is his direct vassal, if he wanted to, he could always imprison and execute him. Keep things easier for himself. Well, there's 2 dudes here hiding under the K. That he is good is known, but you have we still got alliance. Or a truce, I mean, no? Nothing. Great. Not great. I chose county, and he's got 3 counties. I should have gone for duchy. Oh well. He'll still be here in 5 years' time, and if not, early truce breaking then. Ludicrously toxic drug consumption. Subdimensional space. It serves as a filter against a horrible warped dimension. That almost sounds like the snarl over in Order the Stick. But strange. If I break the truce, people will hate me. Plus, I'm pretty sure I lose a level of fame. And if I lose a level of fame, then I can't use my once per lifetime Kingdom Invasion that I've already used up. But still, it's not nice to. Well, I mean, the Byzantines still exist, and they got multiple kingdoms in them. So I could just like wage war for one kingdom, siege down everything else, and have them quit early again. as they always do. Now that is devious, permitting the AI to auto-surrender themselves once they hit 100% war score in the negatives. Used to be, you could simply milk the war forever and siege down all the occupied lands you want. But now they know. They know that you can do it, and so try to prevent it. I mean, I possess the map, so all I gotta do is wait. I'm going to get everything eventually, it's merely a matter of when. Threes? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And hopefully that'll push him under 4. Or under 11 or under me. Oh, hold on. Right next door. Smaller land. So, quicker travel time. Playing throne scheme from who? From Mama Palid. Let him. He already hates me. And will therefore consume the god core later. Oh my goodness. Actually, Wither, that bit right there kind of reminds me of, what was it, House of Many Doors? And the god flesh you could consume? It's almost a shame, because House of Many Doors had fantastic writing. The story, once you really got into it, was great. Just a shame the gameplay itself was lacking, to put it lightly. The FTL parts were cool, but a bit samey. One of those games where the best way to play it is to skip the game and simply rush the story bits as well as you could. A 100%. And besides Strange, I do have the, what do you call it, forced vassalization? So really, it's simply a matter of chipping away till they get small enough that I could simply gobble up the whole thing anyway. Like now. If I chose to, all of Yugra becomes mine. Truce maintained. Truce, bleh. Man, I've never played Final Fantasy VIII, but I've watched other streamers play it, like Neurotic Goddess, back when she was around. And my goodness, playing the game being the worst thing you can do. Well, I mean, it's a different way, isn't it? Like, just leveling up and fighting is to your detriment, but doing it in a weird, twisty, roundabout way, with not gaining levels, but doing other stuff? Screaming against me for what? To murder me. Who wants to murder me? Nubia wants to murder me? I'm not going to accuse Nubia. Nubia is my friend. Nubia has always been our friend. To be honest, I have been tempted to create a new religion, because the flavors of a calm that I have been making were for the benefit of pretty much just for the warmongering sake. Just to replace the at war too long penalty with the offensive, or with the at peace opinion penalty instead, which is great, which means everyone of my faith will no longer be upset if you're at war forever. And of course, divorce always allowed. Deviancy merely shunned, but same-sex accepted. Witchcraft accepted. But since this is endgame, and the only ones left are the Byzantines, basically just the Byzantines, Yugra, and the remnants of the Deccan Empire. Espouses mandatory fun. Alright, mandatory fun it is then. Switch out warmongering for 4. Sanctity of Nature, now that all of my buildings are in max. And let's see, only costs 2,000 piety. I have 2,000 piety. Okay, can I make adultery more accepted? 2,400? 2,600, still affordable. Everything else good, good, good. Acceptable or shunned? Acceptable implies there's nothing wrong with fooling around. Shunned means it is not illegal, but people don't like when it happens. I think shunned's okay. Shunned's alright, but deviancy to accept. Since deviancy, more often than not, you get events about, oh no, my royal scepter, my coronation crown is being used lewdly. But toys can't be illegal. Gender. Equality. Ugh, too expensive now. Alright, back to shunned. Just under the limit. And since we have primogeniture anyway, the big concern for equality is, oh no, that's more people to disinherit. But now that I haven't got to worry about disinheriting, what to name this one? This dude's name is, who is he? Dubaku? Alright. Sanctity Nature. Equal V1 gender. Dubakuan a calm. Adjective a calm. Single follower a calmist. A calmist. A less war-hungry flavor of a calm, popularized by, what was his name again? Dubaku? Asante Hene Dubaku in 1317 AD. Cool. Goodbye at peace penalty. Hello at war penalty. Oh no. But see, I don't want 33 out of 39 vassals to convert. That's a bad thing for me. Because these fellows, no, not him. I don't care about him. Who do I care about? Obatans, Yulin, Ruthenia. Ruthenia are Russian Jews. I want them to stay Russian Jews and not follow with me. These fellows, I want him to stay Namcho's Bodpa as a realm just for the Namcho Bodpas. And instead he's going to be a calm. Now what time is it now? 2 PM already? So if I were to convert now, then that'll be time, like hours taken to convert his kids and all their kids to make sure they all convert back to Namcho and Jewish and the various flavors of Buddhism and Hinduism in India. And the Kushites. Where are the Kushites? Nubia at least won't convert. The Kushites will stay Kushite. If I didn't have something to do in 2 hours, then I'd do it. But since I want to bring this to a close ASAP, I'm just gonna lean on speed 5 and try to get through this. And hopefully die. So that my child can use Kingdom Invasion and swallow the Byzantines quickly. Decan, decan, decan. Decan is ready. And is quickly running out of land. I mean, I could lead an army, but there gets a point in the game where you're simply unkillable. Where am I now? Not me. Where am I now? This is you. 17, commander advantage. Alright. I am going to lead all of my armies from here on out. And still won't die. Kingdom, what's this kingdom? Tell me to come, already own it. And what is this? Found University. Nah, I don't gotta. If I found University, I'll become the Scholar. But I'm already the Blood Father. And the Blood Father is a much cooler name, let's face it. Secret of Knowledge. And let's see Yugra. Yugra has not died yet. You haven't died yet. That's it. Only 3 people left in all the world. Wait, do we have truce? We don't have truce. When did that happen? Okay. And who's got claims? County claims, county. Eh. Why do I check when nobody has any good claims? 2 counties? Wow, somebody's living it up. So Crete then, I guess, since Crete is an island. And this way, later on, I don't have to siege an island. Bow, bow, ba-down. Alright. Leading myself, just to, exacerbate a death that's not going to happen. Now, as you know, Wither, peasants don't count, only the important people count. It's like corporations in that way. The common voters, those aren't people. The donors. Now those are people. So yeah, the Byzantine Emperor, Yugra, and this fellow. Oh wait, no. And the Decan Emperor. Forgot about him. Decan Emperor. And he barely owns anything. Attacking into the mountains, but we're pikemen with buildings that promote pikemen. So death is just, I don't know, because we could take on armies well enough, but they'd have a nephew die. Even if he won the fight, so it's possible. It's possible to eventually die, it's just not going to happen. Despotet Creek, now for me. And where is my cousin in Manu? Tamagusia, what are you doing? Part of Romania, okay. All titles from his own. I don't think I've seen that one, no. I've been too focused on expanding my own Ashanti realm to, like, watch the other people do their stuff. Still on truce. These fellows. Alright. Truce is when. Nothing but alliances. Gotta scroll down to all of my truces. Very useful paradox. I can't actually check what my truces are. 1323, 4 years. 3 years. 1 year with someone who no longer exists. A plush carpet, vibrant and soft, arrives as a gift from Sophia. Aww. Sophia, who was my rival, and sadistic, and vengeful, and scaly. A plush and exotic carpet. Of course, nothing bad is going to happen from this. Oh man, that would have been what? Instant North Korea mode. But they nuked the North Korea mode, so now you can't really benefit from all the lands held by you yourself. $350 damage. Oh my goodness. I've read things about like if you focus exclusively on particular duchy buildings, you can get like Space Marines, they call it. Men-at-arms that could take on things hundreds of thousands of times bigger than them. Somebody freed up a pimple. What happened here? Here we are on the cusp of global conquest, and they are releasing people. While in here, how are my grandkids? Granddaughters, they're getting old. And that's what I'm raising myself, right? I gotta find her a husband. Somebody suitably genius enough for her. And we have barely anybody, really. Age-wise, anybody good? Grandson, who's inbred already. Inbred grandkids. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. Cause that way they'll absolutely get Amazonian. Genius. Prettiness, maybe. Prettiness will be inherited. It might become beautiful. So they will get all three. And might get inbred. But that's okay. It's the final few generations. Oops. And so now let's see. Who's going to lose land now? Yalong? Primary heir? Is Yalong's kid? Are you sure? Same dynasty, same everything? I'm relaxed in my castle at the end of the day when my sudden heir Tano comes in visibly distressed. Your vassal, Oman Hene Letzi, is such a nuisance, he exclaims. She is always going on and on about how I am unfit to succeed you. She thinks I am too arbitrary to be the next Asante Hene Biyoko. Discuss the matter. Respond to the criticism. Have Letchi explain why she's criticizing my heir. Which one's she? Wales. Let's talk some. I pulled Tano aside for a heart-to-heart talk. I can tell he's frustrated with the situation regarding Oman Hanilechi, and he's willing to hear my advice. Have more in common, make him seducer. Friendly, friendly. Practice being just. Tano starts trying to be more just and changes arbitrariness. Make it more just. I sit down with Tano and explain that sometimes it is in the best interest of the realm to be just, even if such behavior does not come naturally. He seemed doubtful at first, but was encouraged when I told him that things get easier each time with time and practice. Becomes more. Not there yet, though. A Wildning. They did clean the ash. Look at this man. It's gone from like deep black menus everywhere to grays. Grays and even the tech. Wiped all the ash off the windows. It's beautiful. It is straight up beautiful. Spent a good 10 minutes just gushing over how bright everything is now. And you can't tell here, right? But like, if I... Ooh, let me save. Let me save. And go to the main menu. Look at how bright this is! It's got color! It's got blues and reds and whites. It's like all bright and everything. Oh, it didn't do the zoom thing. Because I loaded. What if I go to continue instead? Ah, should have continued. Anywho, it's much easier on the eyes now. Well, if you gotta hold off, you gotta hold off. Sometimes it's the best thing, but so far I'm enjoying it. Still a truce. Kulan Utmas, truce, Yugra, truce, Byzantines. Truce be told they're at truce too. Ah well, guess I could wait. What about my other child? No, that's it. That's all her kids, and they're all inbred. Attempted to lay claim to the Yoko Empire. Again. That's twice now. Let him keep trying. 1, he's not going to get it. 2, even if he does get it, how is he going to oppose me and my 100,000 troops? Deacon Empire, not done yet. You know what? This calls for desperate measures. There's still a plot to my life, isn't there? A plot to murder me. So if I switch out for, say, a spy master who hates me... Does nobody hate me? Sort by opinion towards me. Nubia is low intrigue, so he's awful as a spy master, but he's going to like me if I put him on my council, which can't be helped. Oh, not too much, okay. So he can still be the death of me. An attempt on my life. By Sophia. Which one's Sophia? Oh, not even any house. That's cool. See, what I should have done was switch him out earlier. Which is fair. Like, as far as I'm concerned, for a brand new game, CK3 is already plenty fun enough. But it's a Paradox game. Of course there's going to be DLCs and updates. Heck, pretty big patch was just today. So it's completely fair if one wants to wait until it's a somewhat more complete experience. But I think it's fun. Right now, I think that the phase that CK3 is in is a very pubescent phase, where it's trying to do everything it can to not be Crusader Kings 2. Like, a lot of the design philosophy is to not be Crusader Kings 2. Like Crusader Kings 2. Raising armies and gathering armies is a chore, so here, we could teleport around the banner. Or the menus. The menus in CK2 is 2012, they say, so here's no menus, just rectangles everywhere and an issues box. Granddaughter, 2, grandson. Okay. So I think, over time, it should come more into its own as it becomes a more confident game. Stepping out from the shadow that is CK2 and fully becoming its own product. Oh no, definitely not far. If I chose to break my truces, we could be done within the hour. Because Deacon Empire's just got like a couple of things left on him. What's his kingdom? Kingdom Mahasatra under him. Byzantines, though. Byzantines have a lot of sprawl on them. And that's gonna take at least a Kingdom Invasion. Oh, he's done. Speed 5 is so quick, my goodness. The years just fly by. Over the weekend, right, I was doing this Navarra game, or finishing it up for the sake of achievements. And just kept like the last century on speed 5. And it blew by like a couple of hours. Exactly. I mean, not him, where's me? I have the just trait and stubborn, so even if I'm impatient and want to see world conquest right now, it wouldn't be right. And I'm already on this track, so I have to see it through. Literally would rather die than break my truces. Well, that's one down, and he's down too. And the beauty of forced vassalization. A small realm spread throughout 5 or 6 duchies doesn't even matter. And how old am I? 79 years of age now, so okay. Even with all the health bonuses that I have, shouldn't take more than, say, 10 years until I die, 10 years tops. Only 22% score. Ah well, something to do at least. Where's his armies though? Does he have nobody? He's got 400 troops. Now he's done. But still only 61%. Walking too long, just teleport. The Men-at-Arms, I think, is also something that exists purely as a response to Crusader Kings 2. Like, oh no, we can't just do the old retinue thing. Instead of retinues, do it this way, and now you get teleporters all across the world. As much as I am benefiting from the teleportations, I would like to see it fixed. If anything. Let's see, renounce claims. If anything, just makes me glad that I'm getting all this done before the patches fix all the fun exploits. Like, there's this Crete game that I want to play. But Crete is really difficult. You got Muslims who don't share your faith to the south, and so don't want to ally with you. A bunch of Greeks to the north. And so the only way I found to survive has been to arrest people. Not arrest, but abduct them. And one of the changes to this patch is that if you're at war with somebody, it is nearly impossible to abduct them. So kind of glad that got started before the change. Who's this? Maghreb, right? Maghreb and nobody else. Cool. Now all that leaves is Deccan Empire and the Byzantines. Nobody else even exists. Truce expired. Cool. Sadly though, can't force vassalize on him. But it's fine. 2 more years, then he's done. Not 2 more years, 2 wars I mean. This and 1 more. I just realized I could try murdering Byzantium over and over again. It just never occurred to me too. Anything to make, can't usurp on him. Yugra owns Sibir, mine then. And everything else already owned. Cool. So no last minute surprises. Could I murder though Decan? 5% chance success only. Or not. And Byzantines back to the waiting game with you. What year is it? 1324. Okay. Ah, flexible truces. You know what? Could have just gone for flexible truces for like 1 year shorter truces. And if I put my Chancellor on Foreign Affairs, at 26 diplomacy, that gives a good chance of shortening truces as it is. But it's fine. Speed 5 is fine too. The old thing in CK2 where the later you play, the more sluggish it gets. And even speed 4 is just 1 day every 5 minutes. Not here. Not actually going to lose land, not actually going to lose land. Could declare war, but that'll break truce. Wait, no, is he done? Is he done? His truce is over, is it? Is it? Oh, he's dead, that's why. Died of plague. Just last month. Alright, who's in charge now then? A kid. Really? A wee tiny babe. Could I murder him? 5% still. Curse you update. Alright, what is suitably large enough? Something east maybe? Greater Armenia? Is at least 3 pieces of land. Georgia? 2. Also 3. Alright. We'll just split them apart 3 at a time. Up until I die, and can use invasions again. And as claimants. He's got a few kingdoms, small kingdoms, but still. Oh, is that not the barony? Is it not? Barony of? Oh, that's what a mine. Silly me. More bastard children, but that's okay. %44 only. Is it just me, or does the sunset in the siege screen actually change depending on the progress? Blue skies? It does. Oh, that's pretty. Is that sunset or the angry red skies of fires and violets? %98 still. Oh my goodness, just end it. Alright, where are my shorter truces? 2 years to go. 2 years until... And no prestige penalty for breaking truces. Ooh, that could be it then. Forget dying, just break all the truces so long as I got the clout to. But only with the perk. Otherwise, if they penalize me, then surely penalty means bad. And Decan, done yet, not done yet. Also holds Kingdom Mahasachira, so I can't take that on him. Oh well. Oh. That's lovely. He's erased a truce on a dude who's my vassal's vassal. So great. I can now declare war on my vassal's vassal. Well done, diplomat. Who's sick? My grandson. Ah, oh well. And now we're all gonna get smallpox and die. Except no, my good heirs will get smallpox and die. And I'll somehow still be alive. Just triply making sure that nobody is trying to subjugate Decan Empire again. You ready? Not ready. How about now? Not yet? Okay. We there yet? No? And Busy's still a 7-year-old boy that for some reason, nobody wants to murder him. Three years. 5% chance success, what if I put you to support schemes? Ineffective spy master that is now not even going to try to protect me primarily. 9% chance so far? It is a shame though. As a giantess, giant Amazonian genius, thought for sure that my daughter here was going to be the next heir. Because all of her children, every single last one of her children got inbred. There goes that then. Hold up. Archpriestess of the old flavor of a calm. Did a great holy war for the Pontus. And now that gives me more dudes on my border to force vassalize. Claims on nothing. Anybody got what? 3 duchies at least? Just force vassalize. Make it easier and quicker on all of us. See, so I don't need the Crusades, because the Crusade mechanics are garbage. But if I have a spare faith that I made and discarded that does do Crusades, hooray for me. I'm gonna revoke on you. You let me revoke, right? Tyrannical, 20 opinion loss. And who's gonna join him? Everyone's gonna join him. Which is fine. That's perfectly fine. That just gives more to do when waiting for those truces to expire. And let's see, who was also into this? Oromania was? Then maybe... drop 100,000 troops on his boot. %, already, so shouldn't take too long. And there, truces no longer matter. No, hold on, 20 stewardship. The music is fantastic. One of the things I really love about the advancement from CK2 to CK3 is the good music. Some especially are really great. Under siege, we're at Kurdistan. That's alright, Kurdistan can take care of itself. Two more months. And 43% war score already, so maybe just sieging down across the Pontus will be enough to bring this to a close. 65% already. Oh, he thinks that just because his troops outnumber mine, that they could safely take me on. Even if I didn't have the defensive bonus from holding that barony, they just can't take these men-at-arms on. Escaped unharmed, and now under close watch. Victory? Not yet. Only 83% still. Because everything in Colonia is fortified. Ugh, obnoxious when they do that. Making me beg for every single occupation. And that circles all over the cities, and the bishops too. Well, that's done. All I want is his kingdom. That's all I wanted. Everyone else can go free. Though this does mean that my vassals are very likely going to hate me, or hate my heirs after this. Because it's what? 20 tyranny today. And they maintain the hold up. Border Reavers band. Get back in here. Absolute Crown Authority, and they're still losing land to random mercenary companies. What even is the point then of Absolute Crown Authority? Besides, designate heir. Everyone else still in? Good. Good. Decan Empire, be ready. He's ready. And he is a gondola. Didn't even need to siege him down. Was that it? He just had the one county. Oh, that's sad. See, in CK2, that would have been like 5 counties in 2 duchies. Everyone else is free to go, and that's one more kingdom to make. Cool. Now all that leaves next. Only one left is the Byzantines. Everyone else has been consumed. Fully. So kid, is our truce expired yet? Truce is not yet expired. Well great, this means I really do have just that left to do within like an hour. Can totally be done. Bithynia still Russian and Jewish. Nubia still Kushite. Seti still Nangchos, which is excellent. Okay, good. Didn't do a matrilineal marriage. Apparently, Paradox doesn't care about that because they don't want the AI to match or marry. But she was wise enough to marry into the same culture and religion, so my locals in Tibet can maintain their own culture and faith. Finland! What has happened to Finland? Still Sumanesco Finnish. War against the tyranny of, which you put your child in charge, who is still Sumanesco Finnish. Which is cool, either way. How are they settling? More Somanusko spreading throughout. A few more Finns. Now what I gotta do? All I gotta do is push my stress to the roof until I get to abdicate. Are you ready yet? No. But he's losing in 2 more wars. Ooh, hello. Lost war in Duchy for the Aegean Islands. Romania, well done. Doing wars on my behalf. That is what they're supposed to do. Caucasus, don't you have? He does have war declaration sanctioned. So why is he not declaring war? He's got 10,000 troops. Byzantines only have 1,000. And how is the development race? Roma? Development of 71. And Kumasi, home capital, 70! We've almost surpassed the developmental rival. Who else has high development? Pretty much just us. Roma's the highest at 71. Everywhere else is 50, 40 if they're high at all. 65. We beat Constantinople. Mecca's got 61, so yeah. It's just Rome and I now. Even the Maldives had better development than most of Europe. Truce expired yet? It did. Cool. Excellent. Who next for then? Kingdom is only once per lifetime. Objectives? Anyone then? Epiru? Georgia then. Georgia's got no Great Armenia, has 3 on it. You know, I wouldn't have to beat the same kid up over and over again if he simply broke his title and surrendered all of his lands to me. What's this? They made a 3rd barony. And a 4th barony. Oh my goodness, they've learned. They've learned I always go for Constantinople, and then down to Bresis. Good drink only gives drunkard, and drunkard is only a tiny penalty to health. Health is currently poor health, but still plenty of health benefits, so probably gonna live 10 more years. Armenia could usurp, cool. And he went for what, Aegean Islands? Can't take that. Can't create you either. Pontus, own it. Georgia, can't make yet. Dailam, already own. Cool, cool. Which means back to the weight, 100,000 gold. And nothing to spend it on. Even developments at home. What about developments? What about city developments? Maxed. It's all maxed out, even at the cities. There is nothing left worthwhile for me to spend money on. Alright, so truce breaks in. 3 years. Not too bad. Only 3. Only 3 at speed 5. Umarid. Which one's Umarid? Andalusian? Okay. They could be the old flavor of calm what they want. Close to an end. Great. Finally get to die soon. Of natural causes, if not murder. And who's this you're fighting? War against the tyranny of, to put your sis in power, who's betrothed the wrong way about. So, am I dead yet? And more importantly, son is currently merely illustrious, merely a devoted servant. So even after this, I won't be able to just instantly holy war for him, or kingdom invade. Because that's going to take either exalted among men, or paragon of virtue. How to give my dude even more prestige. Family to marry, but there's no point anymore. Dead! Asante Hene Dubaku of Ashanti has abandoned his mortal coil at 90 years of age. He died of unknown causes. Really? So they murdered me after all, it wasn't just old age. Which means I was totally going to live for a lot longer than 90 years of age. Devoted to understanding the human body and mind, he was a respected physician, sought after by many young scholars for his encyclopedic knowledge of nature and humors. Asante Hene Tano ascends to the throne, a wise and learned man. Progress and innovation is expected under his rule. Lost no titles. Cool. Well, first things first. Back to the proper empire. And let me see. Unmarried again, and produce no children. Dubaku II, are you going to be my heir? No, let's make it. Thema? Who landed you? Who keeps landing? Can they stop giving cities to my children and my nephews and everybody else? Just fabricate a new lowborn. You don't have to make my kids mayors. Koi Koi. Alright. And Wither, enjoy the bedtime. Thanks for jumping in. There's my Koi Koi button. There's my Koi Koi button. I'll give it one round of Koi Koi. Postcard's easy. Easy, and it doesn't cheat. This game is an okay introduction to Koi Koi, but the trouble is, like so many other online Koi Koi games, the only way the AI stands a chance is if they have a cheat constantly. Ooh, definitely taking that. That's 2 lights out of possible 5, and if I get the cups, that's Hanamazaki and Tsukimizaki. And 2 out of 3 Akatan. No AO time for me though. And with those flowers gone, there goes the possibility to cups for me. Where's the boar? There's the boar. So no deer, boar, butterfly either. Is it just junk? Am I only gonna get junk? Koi Koi. Oh, I can't get it. So I can't get 3 lights and Rain Man. Oh well. Extra junk. It doesn't say how many rounds it's out of, but I said just 1 round. I'm gonna hold myself to just 1 round. So where were we? Right, lamenting that my daughter and favorite heir is now somebody's mayor. Heir, hold on. And she's been betrothed for years. They're not letting her marry because she's a mayor. I really hate that. That was my only good heir too. Well, there's her too. She's married. Spoused. Princess Ethia. You know what? Let's have you do it. Forget the other one. Got plenty of prestige to blow, so it doesn't matter. Stewart, who do we have? Who's got 20? And a wife? A wife who's actually alive? Court politics, just to ensure that people stay on my side. Alright, everything else is fine. So who's heir now? You're heir, with 18 learning, so let's make you court physician as well. And Byzantines, so close to being able to kingdom invasion, but I have to be exalted among men first. Soon then, very soon. So if I do war for duchy, that'll give a bit more fame. Fame? Yeah, fame. I could try marrying off my kids for alliances, but really not gonna bother. They can't marry. Ugh. Awful. Dynasty opinion +5. Alright. I doubt we're gonna get graceful aging though, since it's only... Really? Only 6.7 renown per month? What happened to... Hold on. First off. Well, first off. 567 living members. But is it not counting everybody else? Of every other house? Because at 567 living members, we should have a lot more than that. Either way, what's it looking for? Learning. He doesn't have pedagogy or scientific. That's alright. Glory, widely known, where we at now? Exalted among men. Excellent. So once this is done... Good, a decent chunk out of this one. And did that give Kingdom of Georgia? Could I make it yet? Mine. Alright, so... When war's finished, we get to do Kingdom Invasion. Only. If I do it now, I break truce. Except, he's got barely anything left. So that is going to be done. Persia, could we alliance? Alliance with him. Ibrahimid. No alliance. Nubia. Nubia friend? Nubia's not friend. What about though? Daughter unmarried, and I should have a few sons. Younger sons, her age? None, that's it. Only sons are 47, 37, and 33. Maghreb, do we have alliance? None. Tariqid, 36,000 troops, so I probably do want alliance with him. Married, not married. But she's ancient. Married already. What about your youngest son? I have no daughters, apparently. No spare daughter. Where would I have no daughters? Really? I have none? Oh. The one that's married already. Yeah, I got no sons, or no daughters, just them. 20,000 on Romania, 9 years of age. Alright. Let's marry you to my youngest son. Euthenia, 5,000. Nothing to worry about. 3,000, nothing. No alliance off of you. No reliance either. But only 9,000 troops. Giaron? Oh, her dad died. Her mother died. In child. Oh, that's tragic. But so then your father is your own heir. Which could be cool. But let's get you. Let's see, she's 0 years old, so probably don't have to worry too much. Right, right. Upon succession, everyone who was in your court leaves. Siblings, children, all of them. Because heaven forbid that family stays in the family home. Everybody knows that when somebody dies, family is forbidden to stay behind. It is taboo. Alright, who to marry you off to? Courtier, my granddaughter. Where's some grandsons? Is that really it? Oh well, I got nobody married to her then. No matter. Alliance, only 11,000. 15,000, no alliance. Not yet married. So you get my second youngest. Won't accept, how come? Marriage will have low fertility? Nuh-uh. He's only scaly. That's not low fertility at all. If anything, he's Herculean. He's comely. That's fertility plus 10%. He's good on this. What if I bribed you? Gift first, then try to marry? Your kid to my kid. Still no? What if I gave him? What if I gave him duchies? Oh, Conda. What if I gave him Conda? I don't know where Conda goes, but I don't need it. Duchy, duchy, duchy. Where did you get to? Baghdad is mine. Under Yugra, really? Oh, right, Yugra. I remember now. There. 100% affection, so let's say marriage and alliance. Cool. And now we simply wait. Oh, right, because this one's athletic, is he? He's athletic. So he gets to work off of the stress with exercise. With the only downside being, oh no, he's stinky for a year. A daughter? Oh, pretty. Genius, Amazonian, pretty, and only barren, merely a 50% fertility penalty. You then are going to be designated heir. Little Ekua? Of course that does mean I am down to 4,000 piety or prestige, which is plenty enough, I think. And some piety just in case I need to use my last remaining kingdom invasion. Who's this for? You know what? Since we're never ever gonna be able to marry. Cannot marry, how come? At least tell me cannot marry because she's holding a city title, not just cannot marry. Because they should be able to marry, they've been promised to each other. They're jerks, is what it is. Almost Paragon of Virtue. So add a feast on top of that. Who's scheming? Ruthenia is. Let it be known then. And hello. Oh, I thought that was an occupation on Byzantium. But no, sadly nobody's going to war with him. A scheme against me now. And truce. 4 more years, really? I gotta wait 4 years for the truce to expire. That's gonna take ages. Smallpox. Daughter of Amanehene, but that's out of my court. Is this a year-based thing? Because that's how many times now people have tried launching smallpox-ridden corpses into my court. And should that really be happening with vassals at peace? You would think it would happen with our enemies. Maybe if during a time of war somebody's emissary sneaks up and catapults a court in. But here all the smallpox corpses have been an at-peace event with vassals who aren't really all that bad with me. Three more years. Do I not have a physician? I do. My daughter. And all my counselors are exactly as I need. What's this alliance? With Despot who of Anatolikon? Forget it. We're gunning for his Anatolikon. We don't need. See, he's smart at least. He knows. He could read the writing on the wall and he knows that I'm gunning for him. But that is not going to help him out. Paragon of Virtue. So now I have both the Kingdom Invasion for any one kingdom plus all the occupied lands, and a Holy War per kingdom. Only thing is truce. Got the piety for that Holy War, got all the prestige that I need. In that case, BRB. Gonna grab a quick bathroom break while the clock ticks. Give me a sec. Alright, what'd I miss? Oyoko Coven's Grand Rite? Yeah? Alright, let's do it. Gain Trade Herbalist. So who am I even? Just, temperate, and fickle. Mastermind philosopher, genius Herculean, legendary blade master, physician, whole of body, pilgrim, and now herbalist. And 44 learning. So that tells me then that I'm probably not the type who will just break truces. One more year, is it? Next November. But it's only January. I gotta wait for 2 Novembers then. Oh, hold on. Hold on. What is this? Rennie? Why have you broken free? I had not authorized any of that. Get back in there. This is my preferred heir and daughter. Is now charming. Diplomacy or intrigue it favors. Alright, nobody else has broken free, have they? All nice in pink. Nobody else broke free. Good, good. I think the game just does that sometimes to make sure it doesn't get too bored. Oh wait, hold on, where's my child? My child. Should make sure that I am her guardian from the start, so I don't miss out when she turns 6. Because at speed 5 I'm going to. You have a claim on what? On Anatolicon? Well, that's great, because we've got a kingdom invasion for Anatolicon anyway. The one time we get a kingdom claimant, we don't need her. Thanks, game. Thanks. 8th November, one more year. A claim on Anbar. Oh well, no matter. Counselor Faddle died. Which was Faddle? Just my spy master. Dude, the size of this guy. Is that Tadakid? That is huge. I don't see the obesity marker on him. Oh, he's died of complications related to obesity. Well, there you go then. With the passing of Omanheni Faddle Tadakid, his feast comes to an end. As a subdued guest leave, I pray to the Creator that welcomes Faddle as warmly among the Samanfo as he welcomed us in his halls. The dangers of feasting too much. So many of my rulers in the past became obese, and thus got the health penalties to it. Because feasts are great. Increase opinion of people. Drop some stress. Yoruba now's my rival. But do it too often. If these guys could quit dying. Trying to run a kingdom here. An empire even. Aww. The little Basileus is all grown up. He's grown a mustache and a beard. To appear more mighty before me. What's this? Is that my dude's attacking him? It is... Romanian invasion for Epiru? A calm high council for the Great War for Epiru? Well, the calm high council will have to fight against me then. Twin daughters, who do we have? This is a lot of barren daughters, but pretty, Amazonian, genius. genius, Amazonian, pretty, and a giantess. Okay, you are going to be my new heir. Forget everyone else. October, one more month to go. How's the Great Holy War? 6% only. Bam. 20th of November. An auspicious date to begin the final war that I'm ever going to need. Let's make it then a kingdom for whatever this one is. Stolnik. That feels like it's a despotet of Thessalonica. So yeah, it is a dynasty name thing. Kingdom invasion for just this, while conquering everywhere else that he owns. Starting from the butt end, and then working for Eperu. Oh, that's not the castle. "20-some days! Oh, they fortified far too much. Whatever happened to 1 week's tops with all of my bombards? No, come back. There you go. Okay, he's not losing too much there. Though even if it turns out that he might lose the Great Holy War, that's fine. That just means one final place to invade. And then done. Completely. In fact, it might even be to my benefit if they surrender to them. Maybe. I don't know. Could be. Just talking myself into the possibility so I don't feel bad. Did my eyes deceive me, or are all of these fortified? No, it's just 2 baronies. Okay. Was worried for a second. Though this is way too many fortified buildings. I get it, it's on the coast, they're probably used to invasion since the ancient times. But still, nobody's gonna want to invade if it's all just castles and no cities. 4 castles! County with how many barony slots? And they literally make it all baronies. Are they not paying attention to the meta? Clearly, the Byzantine Empire does not pay attention to Reddit or the forums. And thus they're missing out on all the hottest tips. Alright, 71% war score, and everything from the Caucasus to Anatolia is ours. His Great Holy War? Losing, but not too badly. So if I scoop down into here, it's only for Kingdom Epirus, which is just here then. So if I take Attica and Boeotia first, then switch over. Should be pretty safe that way. Not that I need flexible truces anymore. Exact. That is a greater fortification. Wait, do they all improve the fortification graphics the more you upgrade things? I can't tell because mine's hidden behind, but it looks like it. Or is that just for like a fortified castle? Because that's got like just a basic circle, but they're all built up to the same level. Okay, everything else is still sieged down. Kind of worried because I see him marching away, and if he's marching away, he's probably going to unsiege other things. When he should be focusing on defending, it is Great Holy War, not for me. Because Great Holy War is just the AI. Ugh, didn't control click and I got all these levies to drag around. Have I got any organizers to make the marching quicker at least? One. One organizer. Cool. Who's marrying? You are marrying to Romania. No proposal, how come? No longer valid to send. Oh, are they married already? They're married already. Making me think Romania was mad at me for something. Everything else still copacetic. Become what, Bengali? Nah, this is for the Akan people. Hold up, who's trying to unsiege my areas? I see shenanigans, but that's okay. If I'm quick with this, then I should be done before any counter sieges start to occur. Isn't that cute? He's trying to siege on me. Just for that, what if I were to put... Let's see, I got land over here, do I? The rest of my 113,000 troops. Alright, they got guys trying, but they haven't got anywhere near enough. Ottawa! Perfect giant woman Ottawa is pensive too. So she's gonna become another philosopher empress. See, in CK2, stewardship was the king of all stats. If you got stewardship, then you're in good. But now, it's intelligence, learning, is a stat that you want more than anything else. Hold up, did somebody unsiege that, or was I sloppy? I can't rightly tell right now. They, however, are trying to unsiege my progress. Ah, the jerks. Okay, so all I gotta do then is siege out this, Siege out that, then take over anything in his capital region. And then easy win. Maybe after knocking out these dudes, because they're going to keep on trying. And they've actually got the numbers. Alright, excellent. Everything's still sieged down. Oh wait. Who's this? Who's breaking things over here? Naughty, naughty, get out. That isn't yours. And now more coming to me, but that's okay, because now it's going to take them like a couple of months minimum to one siege there. Which is time plenty to give me the win. 100%, and now I take all of this as per the war, plus everything else occupied. And probably going to inherit his defense from the Great Holy War, which is cool. One final thing to do, I suppose. Why is that on fire? Principality of Hellas is mine. Why are you on fire? Oh, her claim for Anatolikon? Well, it's 50% war score, so I could white peace out on her. And then cousins, where are my Manu cousins? Manu cousins going to give you everything else in this half of the world. Must control, but it's blue. Do I not own it? I guess I don't. That's just its own color, I guess. I don't get it. And Caucasus, you get the other half. Cool, cool, cool. And that is everyone here. Now a deed. That's hungry, is it? Yeah, that's hungry. Cool, cool. Only problematic thing now is Hellas. Epiru, get to create you. Hellas now exists. Thessalonica, Nicaea, Anatolikon. Pontus already exists. Georgia exists. Armenia. Great. One final thing to do though. Because Hellas here has two kingdoms that I want. She's my vassal though, so it's going to be easy. Feudal contract with protected vassal revocation. Not anymore. I'll give you war rights, so it's not tyrannical. There. And might accept. So she doesn't immediately have to go to war. She will, but doesn't have to. Splash myself. How on earth do I keep splashing myself? I can't even drink water anymore, apparently. Too much game knowledge, not enough how to drink knowledge. Cool, now then, this is mine. This is mine. And so is this. Not ransom. Renounce all claims and get out of here. $13 out of 10 lands. I still have lands someplace. Oh, here. Didn't see those hiding about. A little tiny island. Cool. Hold on, Abydos. Let me give you 2. Oh, I see. You're under Romania. That's why I couldn't give Abydos away. Well, that's cool then. And that is it. Total global world conquest. It only took the entire month from game launch. And how old am I? 76 years of age, with a little babe to take after me. And that's how many vassals? They're a little bit strong. Domain. Oh, they changed it. Where do they put the vassal limit? Is it under vassals? There. 25 vassals. Out of a total of 60. Take that forum, saying that 60 vassals is too few. 60 vassals is a perfect amount. It's perfectly too much, maybe. How about 30 vassals for a tight limit? Since if you stick by large geographic regions for all of your vassals, you don't even need a full 60 ever. Faiths? Plenty of the comms around, but gotta maintain my Russian Jewish vassals, my Somanusko Finnish vassals, the Kushites. Got their renewals. Eastern faiths get their representations. Cultures. Too easy, man. It's way too easy to just cultural genocide everyone, but much more interesting. You got different colors all throughout the map for the cultures. A whole kaleidoscope of peoples and experiences. And if I couldn't wipe out the Sal, then nobody's ever gonna get wiped out. Welsh, only finally starting to spread. Still mostly Norse, over in the British Isles. So that was fun. And it does feel like CK3 is more streamlined for Conquest. But I think when it gets to the point where you're just doing Conquest and ignoring everything else, it gets a bit boring that way. The most fun I've had with this is definitely in the early to mid game, where you still care about who people are, and thus going through those relationships. So maybe the next game I might try to do might be a bit smaller than. Just like control one tiny core and maintain friendships throughout. That'd be cool. And maybe try to spread the dynasties, independent dynasty kingdoms. But anyway, that is going to be it for today and for Crusader Kings. For now. Just bought this game this month, not gonna drop it already. But, spoilers, since the Jackbox Community Challenge has been unlocked, tomorrow is gonna be that. And then for October, going to do something different. Already gave all of September to Crusader Kings. So for next month, going to find something a bit more thematic. I know, how original, very bold, wow. For the time being, though, I'm going to find you all someone to raid. And since this was a whole month of Crusader Kings 3, might as well end off by finding somebody else playing Crusader Kings 3 to raid one more time. So let me see if I can't find some interesting area that somebody's playing in. Surprise, surprise, I see Western Europe. I see the Norse, I see Italy, which is fun. Italy's very fun. But who's got something more exotic? I can't really tell because he got rid of the minimap. Well, Quetzi is doing a fresh Iron Man start, so who knows where Quetzi is going to play as. So let's give him a peek and find out. So thank you for watching through this really long Crusader Kings journey. See you all next time. Take care of yourselves. Have fun. And I mean it. It's burning here again. Got giant ash falling the next town over, so really, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And see ya.